you still hear me though?
I can hear
Can
you
you hear
very
me?
well. Yes, and we are live, brother.
Well, oh, whoa. We live already? You tricked me. You sneaked me.
7 o'clock ASAP, baby. That's how we do. Coach Boo, what's going on? We're going to be coming to you, bro. We got a barn burner today. Oh, man. The PGO
Woo.
podcast going to let it loose today,
The
baby.
barn is burnt down today.
Absolutely.
And you can't rebuild this because this was built with wood. And the fire is Fahrenheit. 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
I can't wait to hear from the PGO Nation what they got to say, man.
Yeah. We're going to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to find out.
Absolutely.
Coach Chick Boo in the building.
We give it a 5-minute grace period, TY. 7:05,
Okay,
we diving right in.
No
we
doubt.
give people a chance to open up the doors, and after that, there go my nephew. What's up, Spaghetti? I'm coming to you because I can't wait to hear what you got to say on some of these conversations and topics that we got.
Spaghetti Netty.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, it's about to go down.
Yeah, it is. He's still spaghetti Netty. He just spaghetti Netty at welterweight. That's all. He got thicker noodles. He went from the thin joints to the regular joints.
I'm talking about our nephew, Ty, nephew Eddie.
Oh,
he on
oh, okay.
You gotta start putting some respect on Spaghetti Netty. Look, you got me calling him Spaghetti. You gotta put some respect on Devin Haney name. All right, he's a 3-time world division.
He's a trader's dream, but a fan's nightmare.
Hey man,
I like him. I respect him.
Last week he humbled you. He had you say there's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's still spaghetti Netty. Notice what I did. He's still spaghetti Netty. It's like having angel hair, then go into the spaghetti. He went from spaghetti Netty, angel hair, into spaghetti Netty. But he's still spaghetti Netty. He's just taking one person to hit him the right way. And he's just gonna dissect like this. He'll start doing a Harlem shit. I promise you. That's all.
Okay.
But they don't need to talk bad about it until we fight again.
It is no need because the man who did it was on PEDs.
Wow. Everybody is just on PEDs. Wow, that's crazy.
We definitely gonna get into that. This episode is called the Unspoken Truth because there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
People not speaking
nobody want to speak about it.
And I'm surprised about it. And I'm just going to be honest with the PGO Nation. I don't think boxing is in a good place. We got some good upcoming fighters that could probably carry that torch, TY, but nah, man. The Trinidad, the Oscars, the Pernell Whitakers, the Obakars, the Vernon Forrests, everybody
those
there
days are over.
Oh, yeah, without the Bernard Hopkins, the Winky Wright.
Yeah.
Nephew, I already know.
Those days are over. Those days are over. That's crazy.
That's what we about to break into. This is why it's called the Unspoken Truth. We got Spaghetti, our nephew, that the Laura fight got canceled. Oh, we gonna definitely talk about that.
Oh, we gonna touch that one because it's a thief in the temple. It's a thief in the temple.
Somebody's stealing. Somebody's stealing.
Yeah. It's a thief in the temple.
They still in secrecy. They keeping this nigga secret. But we gonna unfold the truth, baby.
We got him.
Absolutely.
We don't owe loyalty to nobody, but the truth is who we owe loyalty. Because the truth defends itself. You ain't really got to defend it, but we're going to put it out there and let people think what they want to think. If they want to gravitate to it, they don't. If they don't, they don't. But we ain't going to do no lying.
Do I sound a little bit better, family? Just let PGA Nation let me know how my mic sound.
You sound good. You sound like David Ruffin.
I don't know about that. I know you want to leave. But I refuse
to let you go. If I had to beg a plea for your sympathy, I don't mind. Because you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg?
Hey, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see you Y-Weezy.
Oh, my bad. You know they ain't come see you, AT. Look. He ain't come see you, Otis. They like the way I work.
Oh, he got disconnected. See, that's why talking smack. But we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get started pretty soon. Once we get Y-Weezy back, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. The one, yeah, he's out of control, isn't he? Yes, he is. But let him get back real quick. And we're gonna dive soon right into it. We got a loaded show. Oh man, doing some research. I don't know if you guys seen Rosewood, but in a part of Rosewood, there's a part where he say, "Hounds don't lie, Johnny, right? Hounds don't lie." And that just means that we've been doing some research, and in the process of doing our research, we stumbled across some things. And I got my bro, Chiefy Mac Atomic 215 on, and we talk about boxing all the time, right? And now one time, you back.
I worked it so good. I worked my way right out the studio. That was nice. See?
Exactly. So I'm just sitting up here talking about some of the things. Hounds don't lie, Johnny, right? And how we got into it. But let's get ready to pop this chain, as you would say. I'm gonna come your way real quick, but let me get the floor because I'm gonna toss it to you, bro, and throw you a nice alley-oop.
Okay.
Excuse me. 1 second. All right.
What?
Our producer asked for 1 second. 1 second. Just 1 second. Huh? Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and think it. Listen, as you can see up there on the screen, the PGO Nation, myself and Y-Weezy, we would like to thank the PGO Nation. You have allowed us to reach our first milestone. We have over 500 subscribers, as you can see. We want to do everything in increments, right? 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. But so far, we are at 650 plus. Because even in realizing we have 650 on the screen, we have a little bit more. So we want to thank you guys for getting on and supporting. We hope you guys feel like that this is a home where you have a voice, you can speak, you can put your comments in. We will acknowledge you. We will bring you up.
650?
With your boy, 658 to be exact. Right, last time I checked. Hopefully, they keep going. So please, family, make sure you guys are liking.
They love us.
And subscribing,
they love us.
and also sharing. Make sure you share the link with your friends, family. Say, hey, I know these guys. These are some good guys. Ant the Messenger, former world-class Hall of Famer boxer, along with
IBO champion, IBO champion, IBO champion. Yeah,
I want to thank all my family and friends that support. Anyone that you would like to thank before we go to move forward, because we got a lot to talk about.
I know. I just want to thank the supporters that the subscribers that we don't know, subscribers that we do know. Now, it's a lot more subscribers that we don't know because I can't remember the last time that I can recite 658 people off the top of my head.
Right.
So with that being said, we got a lot of unknown subscribers. So big up to the PGO Nation and the unknown subscribers. But I also would like to give a special shout out just to from this side, Helen Hunter, Crip Thompson, I would like to do that because it's very important. Cards and stuff like that, here the business card, and we cast another milestone where though we have this here, which I'm always putting stuff in the picture frame. But I would like to thank you, sis, in the PGO Nation. We love you for that. Helen Hunter, Crip Thompson, champ. She's a Thompson champ. She worked hard, baby. She's a Thompson, and I just want to say thank you for your support, sis, and continue to support us, and thank you for the love. And everybody else, our pop, our mother, Coach Chick Boo, everybody that put this puzzle together, because each one teach one, and it takes a whole nation, to keep the PGO Nation alive. So all of y'all, and if I forgot a name, slap me in the back of the head tomorrow with a text and say, yo, and I apologize, and I won't forget you the next time. But that's it, champ. Just thanking everybody.
We got a big team, and there's going to be some times that we don't actually thank everybody, but I definitely want to thank the women of my life who support me, my wife, my lady, the producer, Gebet Nabiyah. She does a great job. My wife who support me and promote everything. So there's a lot of people, and we're never going to be able to thank everyone from our parents and everyone, our children, everyone. So we just want to just give a big thank you to everyone who support the PGO Nation. We love you guys and continue to bring it on. But now it's showtime.
Let's kick some
Here we
ass.
go. All right, now we got a full loaded show today, episode 6. This is named The Unspoken Truth, okay? Because there's a lot of things that's going on in the undercurrent, as we would say, TY, that's moving.
Yeah.
You don't see it moving, but this is what PGO Nation is here for, to bring forth some of the things and highlight some of the things to you guys. So, TY, we're going to first kick it off with December the 6th. We had a pack. Well, we had a pack in Lotus. So we're going to get to that in a few.
Yeah, no doubt.
But let's talk about a fight that I'm looking forward to seeing between Yitzhak Pitbull Cruz and Roach Jr. Both fighters like to stand their ground. Both fighters don't know how to retreat.
Yeah.
So therefore, you have two trains on one train track, and there's going to be a collision, and somebody's going to have to go off this track. Who are you picking? Why? And let the PGO Nation know who you got between Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach Jr.
All right, champ. This is the way I'm looking at this fight. December 6th, live in San Antonio in the Frost Center. And just a reminder, whoever the fighters that fight December 6th got to keep their hand in the cookie jar. And what I mean by that is that's the same place that the cookie used to play. Tim Duncan, San Antonio Spurs center. So they got to keep their hand in that cookie jar until the ref raise it out and say, "In new" or "in still." So with that being said, Roach is a great boxer, okay? But he's a flat-foot boxer. He's not on his toes boxer. And Pitbull is a great aggressive who just comes straight forward. Who would I like to win? I would like Roach to win only because it's a sentimental thing with what happened between him and Tank. You know what I'm saying? He rumbled Tank, and then he was supposed to fight Tank again, but then Tank went with Freight Paul. Yeah. Freight Paul. So but Pitbull might be the one to make him or break him. Now, what I mean by that is this. If Roach who we think he is, he should have a glorious night. This should be like nonstop, just letting his hands go. Because Pitbull there, champ. He don't duck. He don't dodge. He just come face first with his hands up high and face first. You can beat him like a conga. Now, if Roach is not who we think he is.
La 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 la
bomba. Bomba. That's it. If Roach not who we think he is, Pitbull is gonna walk right through him, champ. Why do you think that?
They're gonna be happy that day. They're gonna be happy that day.
Yes, the fans gonna love it. But I want to say that Roach, Styles make fights, and he looked good against Tank because Tank is like a cobra. You know what I'm saying? Tank wait to strike and he takes time off. That's why he loses rounds in the beginning of the fight.
It is true. Right? It is true.
He takes time off. So that gives Roach a chance to go and come on and breathe. Pitbull do not give you a chance to breathe. So if Roach is not who we thought he's supposed to be, the whole DMV in trouble. Well, I'm gonna say it again. The whole Washington DMV in trouble. Revoke his license.
Listen, I agree with you. I think Pitbull's best fight was against Tank Davis. He haven't looked the same since. We know that the most skilled fighter doesn't win all the time. You know, Chavez fought some guys who was more skilled than he was, but he was so good at what he do. That's just one, but there was plenty more. Okay,
Frankie Randall.
Frankie Randall. He lost to Frankie Randall both times.
Exactly. That's why I named him. History, champ.
Listen, I like what Atomic said. Roach gonna whoop that ass and taking them belts. And
nice.
I would say this. To be honest, I'm going with the brother. I'm not letting it be known.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
the
man.
brother is the one that the ref raised his hand out of the cookie jar, champ.
Hey,
listen, come on.
I say it proud. I'm black and I'm proud. Hey, what you want me to do? You rocking a Subriel. PGO Nation. Let's look what Y-Weezy is doing. He's rocking the sombrero. So we know who he really is. He's not to be trusted. Don't trust these people.
All right. I'm just saying.
Put your faith in the messenger.
I tell you this, though. Mess. I tell you this, champ. If Roach is not who you say he is, you know what that is?
Pest spray.
There you go. I bought it from the Dollar Tree for $1.32. You think what champ? That's what Pitbull gonna bring that night. All that old trying to box and everything.
I got it now. His last name is Roach, so you gonna pick
exactly right here. I would spray my screen, but I don't want to mess it up. That's what we're gonna do. $1.32 gonna get it. So if you want to know who I'm going for, if Roach don't come correct, Pitbull will squish it.
All right, check this out. I got respect. You want to make another dinner bet?
You already owe me one. I'll see you soon. I just don't want to talk about it when date I'm coming down, but I'll see you soon. We will keep that quiet. You know why?
But do you want to make another dinner bet? I got Roach.
Yes.
All right, now people. The Bible says by the mouth of two witnesses, the PGO Nation is here. We got way more than two witnesses. There's another bet. TY, see, I told y'all he's not to be trusted. I did that on purpose. I made him take the bet, and I knew his arrogance and his haughtiness would make him take the bet. So he showed you who he really with. So next week, when Roach win,
way to expose me.
So next week, when Roach win, don't allow him to come talk about what can't. I knew Roach will win. Yeah, okay. There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
I love you.
I love you too.
I got
have my dinner.
On a much serious note. This is where we're going to get into a deep conversation, PGO. This is why you got to join PGO because now we about to go dive deep, right? Lamont Roach. I'm going to ask him a question. I just need some comments.
He's skillful. I'm not going to lie. He's skillful, but
I got you too. I'm coming to you. The PGO Nation, put in your comments. How many of us believe that? So we're talking race or talent. One Liddies, you where I'm about to go. According to our research, hounds don't lie. Roach is the B-side. Roach is the B-side. How many people in the PGO Nation feel like that Lamont Roach is the better fighter? Because I need to know, why is he on the B-side, T.Y.? Is it about talent or is it about people who can put butts in seats?
You know what it's about. See, it's only about talent when you have a powerhouse promoter behind that talent. But right in today's time, champ, it's about YouTube followers, Facebook followers, Instagram followers. Now, I don't know where Pitbull at in his followers, like Ryan Garcia, but I know, champ, they searching for a Mexican that can sell. And with Canelo going, champ, and Virgil Ortiz, shaky, you tell me, bro, who's next? They not going to let
Cruz. It's not him.
Who is it? Who?
Maybe it's Bam Rodriguez. Maybe it's one of them other Latino.
Okay. Now, Bam tough. It could be Bam. You're absolutely right, champ. But I'm just saying, you see where I'm going? They're not going to let that slide.
I would agree with that.
They're not going to let that slide go empty. So he got to pull it with somebody.
Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
This is where, let me get a few seconds just to vent on my people. Say it proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. I have no problem on letting it be known. Black people, we got to do better. Because we pip other nationalities, whether you Uzbekistan, whether you, listen, Ricky Hatton the creator rest his soul, used to bring 15, 20,000 people to Las Vegas. The Irish people, I fought James Moore. They went crazy in Foxwood, Connecticut. We need to do a better job supporting our people. When it comes down to getting behind them and getting that push, because the reason why Virgil Ortiz is trying to fight Spence is because they're going to sell Texas Stadium. They're going to sell Jerry Jones' $1 billion playpen out. And we need to be able to do the same thing because we are talented, we are gifted, we are blessed, and there's nothing like us when it comes down, especially to athletics. You know, so we got to do a better job on getting behind our people and supporting them and not being so much a hater. Because here's what I will always say, and this is the ugly truth, and I'm not going to take up too much time too. I'm going to come back to you, but the PGO Nation is watching. I don't like the fact, and I'm calling my people out, I don't like the fact that we are so honest, right? So honest that we are willing to pick against our own. Because I tell you what, when Floyd Mayweather, I'm about to tell you why. Because when Floyd Mayweather was fighting Pacquiao, I couldn't find 5 Filipinos that thought that Floyd would beat Pacquiao. You're never going to find it, T.Y. You social media encyclopedia. Name me the fan outside of a black individual who thought that Floyd was going to beat Pacquiao. You wasn't going to find it, T.Y. You wasn't going to find it.
Boo boy. What you say? Name me what again?
Name me
I couldn't.
A Filipino.
A Filipino. Boo boy, Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, Jackie Chan, and Mr. Miyagi. There you go. You got 5.
Come on, man. Cut it out.
You told me to give you 5. I gave you 5.
And 3 of them is passed.
Exactly.
Which means
exactly. So go ahead.
Listen, but Y-Weezy, listen, I love you, but you've been exposed. You chose the Mexican monster.
And he won.
It doesn't matter.
Did he win? Right? He won. See, listen. Let me just say this to you, champ. And I want you to know this. And I'm going to say this to the PGO Nation and everybody that's listening.
Nation, hold him accountable, PGO.
Y-Weezy is not always right, but I'm very seldom wrong when it comes to this boxing thing. Because this is what we do, for sure. We do this. But I do want to say, it's not about a color. The only color that matters is green and victory, champ. And I see that me and you, I love you to death, but we going to bump heads like 2 rams. Because I think that you barking up the wrong tree with this thing about people. And you're right. Mexicanos do stick together. The Chinese people stick together, or whoever, they stick together, and we don't. But we never did. So what the hell? So I'm going to go for the Mexicano because I think he's the rougher fighter. It's that simple. It's not about a race card or anything else. I think he's the rougher fighter.
Listen, I don't have a problem humbling myself. My name is the Messenger, right? And the one that basically said that you're choosing talent over race, and I agree. However, man, listen, I'm biased. I'm going to let it be known. Ride with your boy, the Messenger. I'm picking the brother.
When Pitbull start hitting this man to the body, he gonna make him run, Roach. He's not gonna sit there straight, Roach. We talking boxing, not analytics, not skin color, not nationality. We talking the art of war, the science of war. And Pitbull is not pretty, but I tell you this, he's consistent. And in order to beat him, you know that you was in the fight. I don't care what you say. You know you was in the fight. He hit you. Listen, he's not aiming for your chin. He just want to hit you. Your body, your head, your arms. Right. So we going to see the ropes. We only got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Listen, yes. This is what I want to say, because we got to move forward and get into one of the biggest topics that I want to talk about, which is Schoolboy Steph. Okay, this is another fight that people.
The only and can I say something? The only race that matters to me. No.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Only race that matters to me is who gets to the barbershop first.
What the hell?
I know. The only race that matters to me is who gets to the barbershop first.
What the hell? T.Y., you lost me.
Don't worry about it.
There's a method to your madness.
Exactly. All right. I'll tell you before we close out. I promise you.
All right. Y'all remember this statement
only race that matters to me is to the barbershop.
Now, y'all remember this statement Y-Weezy is talking about, because I have no idea. This is not rehearsed. He lost me too. He lost me on that. And with that, we moving on.
Okay.
All right. Now, PGO Nation, we got another great fight. All right. And I'm biased. I don't care. I don't care that I'm biased. I'll let it be known. Yes, I'm not going to. This is two brothers, though. But I know Cool Boy personally. And let it be known, listen, come tonight at 9 p.m. The PGO has learned, the PGO podcast have landed their first interview with the world champ, Cool Boy Steph. I was blessed to go to the gym where I came from, Bozy the Dungeon, and it just felt good to go to the gym, work out, be around them guys once again. And I sat down with the champ, Cool Boy, and that video, the interview will be
just to let the PGA, just to let the nation know, I didn't hear it neither. It was too long of a file for him to send it. So we gonna watch it together. Watch it with me tonight at 9, because I'm damn sure gonna watch it. I ain't seen it.
And you know what's funny? I'm giving y'all
good job, bro. Good job.
I'm gonna give y'all a little glimpse of what's going on. We're gonna move forward, right? So as I'm interviewing Cool Boy, Bozy walked past, and we have something that we used to do in the middle of the ring. We used to have a real small ring. We used to draw a circle, and it was called 16 rounds. You could not take your feet, your left feet, your left planted foot. You have not taken your feet outside of that, right? So as I'm interviewing Cool Boy, I say, Cool Boy, this is something between me and you. Did you do 16? And he was like, 16? And he was like, Bose. And Bose just perhaps to be walking past. He was like, Bose, can you do 16? Did I do 16? And Bose was like, no, you ain't do 16. Y'all did 12. So I said, oh, Bose, you sweet now. You sweet, man. Pooh, we had to do 16 rounds in one circle. Medina, my man, Jose Medina, you remember that down the dungeon. We did 16 rounds. You could not take your feet out of that circle. If you did, it was another round. So Cool Boy said to me, he said, I take me and Boots against you and anybody. So I said, hold on, Bo. You going to let him say that? Bo said, I don't know, Cool Boy. The Messenger was rough. I don't know if you wanted that word. So that was just funny.
You like the ass.
And the reason why
he got to put bricks in his back pocket.
But you know what I said? I said, Champ, I don't know, Champ. Don't slip. Don't underestimate this resume over here. He said, no, I know about you. He said, but listen, I'm a dog. And you know what? The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm supposed to be interviewing him, and he's talking smack about how he want work. And that's what I love about Cool Boy. Cool Boy is a dog. He's going out on his floor. So now, see why I'm coming your way? You got cold as water or cold as ice or Shocky Foster and against Cool Boy. So now you got coolness on top of coolness. Somebody got to get hot and light that fire. Uh-oh. So who do you got, T.Y.? Cool Boy Steph or cold as ice or Shocky Foster?
Well, I first want to say this, man. This is how we're going to start this thing off. You see what I got, boy? You see what I got, boy? Huh?
I see it, T.Y.
You see what I got? Okay. So that means that somebody...
Right? You're looking good. You're looking good, by the way.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, somebody, like you said, got to get hot. Somebody got to start this up, man. They got to get hot to the point of this, man. Yeah, we're out.
Fire Marshal in the house.
Let me tell you something. Now, let me tell you something.
Okay, Y-Weezy Marshall Bill.
Who I got? Cool Boy Steph is 23-1 with 8 knockouts. O'Shaquie Foster is 23-3 with 12 knockouts. I love Cool Boy Steph antics. What I mean by antics is I love his clothes, how he had jeans, shorts, and boots that looked like Timberlands. I love his whole doggism. He is that champ. He is the epitome. He complex, the short man complex. He wish he was LeBron James height, 6'9". You can tell. I don't know. He probably only about 5 something, but he vicious and he likes to fight. And I tell you this, I'm going with Cool Boy Steph not just because he's from Philly, but I'm going with Cool Boy Steph just because his attitude. Now, this is what I do want to say. There's only one way to beat Cool Boy Steph. It really is, because you're not going to out hustle him. He comes to work. He comes with a shovel, with a pickaxe, with a hammer, with a screwdriver, with a garden hose. He comes with hangers. He comes with clothes. He comes with an iron. He comes to work. So in order to beat him, I'm gonna be honest with you, you gotta put him in sleep. That's the only way to beat him. Now, O'Shaquie Foster with the 3 losses, he could be out hustled. His 3 losses was the close decisions. So that means that shot can be out hustled, champ. And that's what Cool Boy expects to do. He don't expect to knock him out. The shot got chin. He expects to out hustle him. And he gotta out hustle him in order to beat him. And in order for Shot to beat Cool Boy, he gotta put him in sleep.
Damn.
So
what happened?
Yo, you tell me. He 23-1. How did he lose that one? They set him up to go to over there
Japan
to fight NUA on NUA land on NUA terms. He didn't get acclimated to the time frame. He just went and fought, man. And he probably told you that in the interview. But champ, he only lost one time, but he got put to sleep that time. He stopped it. It's only one way to beat this man. And O'Shaquie don't do that. Is a new 3-time world champion from Philadelphia.
And let's before we move on, because we don't have too much time. But too, I want to hear your perspective in the PGO Nation. Cool Boy Steph is from the heart of Philadelphia, and he's about to do something that no Philadelphian has ever done. From Joe Frazier, the creator rest his soul, David Reed, all these great fighters, Bernard Hopkins. Nobody has never won from Philadelphia titles in 3 different weight classes. And let it be known, I can hear my brother Atomic saying he respect Cool Boy because he's chasing greatness. Cool Boy is moving up. If Cool Boy is able to pull this off, T.Y., if he's able to pull this off and become a 3-time different weight division champion, where would you have him in some of your pantheon of fighters here in Philadelphia? Which, listen, we breeded a lot of champs, T.Y.
Yeah, we did. A lot of champs, a lot of killers. God, Lee, from Georgia, you been on down, man. To you, RBO champion. But where do I put Cool Boy at? Hounds don't lie and numbers don't lie. You said 3? 3 is good enough for me. 1, 2, 3. 3 strikes and you out. If he get this 3rd one, champ, he got to be at least in the top 10.
Top 10?
I would give him top 10.
Top 10. I got to put him in the top. Well, I can't disrespect the Philadelphia fighters. Georgie Benton and all them. But
so you got to give room for the other ones. You got to put him in the 10. You got to put him in the 10 to give room for the other 9.
But that's another topic. That's another topic. I'll tell you what. We'll have our conversation in the morning, and we'll talk about this. Who's the top 10 Philadelphia fighters of all time? And that's going to be subjective. But I want to dive.
You want to talk about keys to victory? You want to talk about keys to victory with these two, or you just want to leave it like that?
If you want to, but like Sean said, this about the top 10 Philadelphia fighters. You put him in the top 10. I think off of resume alone, we got a lot of great fighters too. Unfortunately, never became world champions. Like a Cyclone Hart, like a Boogaloo Watts who beat Hagler. Like you don't beat Hagler.
I don't knock them though. I'm just saying. You just said hounds don't lie. I don't knock them. understand if hounds don't lie and numbers don't lie, he could be 3-time world champion in 3 weight divisions. That's a great accomplishment. It is. You know, you can't go buy a belt in Walmart down aisle number 9 unless you buy a plastic one. And most of the time, they don't sell boxing belts; they sell WWE belts, the wrestling joints. So he earned those belts, and then champ, he upset a lot of people to get these belts.
Yeah, he did, bro.
He really did, because it seemed like Al Heyman and them was throwing him into the lion's den.
I don't think they respect him as much.
He made them respect him, champ. He came out that lion's den. You know, he came out the lion's den hustling and working. He remind me, man, of a janitor. He does. He got every tool you need, and he mop 3-4 times if he got to. He'll mop. And what I mean by mop is he let his hands go. And he stayed busy. He stayed busy. Tim.
He's a dog. He's a dog.
He's like an ant, man. There's only one way to beat him. He's like an ant. You gotta put him to sleep. And if you don't put him to sleep,
it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. All right, let's get ready to transition to let's get into the undercard. Hounds Don't Lie. We doing our research, we looking, and this is why this episode is called The Unspoken Truth, because this is about to transition to something very, very serious about the steroid era. Yes, there's a steroid era in boxing that's been underthrown and nobody talking. Listen, I hate to drop names, but it is what it is. This is proven information.
That's crazy.
Check the facts. We already know that Ryan Garcia tested positive. You got Canelo with the antibiotic steroids. And now we have Subriel, Matias. But this is what I did know. And this is for all the Bud Crawford fans. Everybody. Yeah, we're gonna transition to a nice listen. All right. Landris Laura. All right.
Don't do it to him, champ. Don't do it to him, champ.
All right. Iris Landry Laura, who is older than Methuselah. He is. He's old. He's the oldest champion, if I'm not mistaken.
And he just won't let the belts go. He won't let the belts go.
Now, listen. For those who might not know, let the PGO Nation school you. Janovic, which is one of the most dominant. Here we go, right here. Here we go. Thank you. I want you guys to read this. Janovic has delivered an adverse analytical finding for performance-enhancing drug following about a test, resource tells Ring Magazine. Shout out to Ring Magazine, who is one of the big sources, them along with Dan Raphael, ESPN, and stuff, things like that. Janabek's middleweight title unification against Laura on Saturday is in serious jeopardy. Laura, boxing oldest male champion, could defend his WBA title versus a different opponent. Well, unfortunately, he didn't bring forth. There we go. No fight between Janovic and Laura that has been scheduled for December the 6th, 2025.
And if I'm not mistaken, Champ, was that the co-main event? That was the co-main event?
No, it wasn't the co-main event. It was.
Who's the co-main event? Cool Boy?
Cool Boy is the co-main event along with Wisconsin.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Laura ain't nothing to be played with. It's definitely for a title, but what I need people to understand is you're starting to see. Now, this is the same guy. I want people to understand. Yeah, and I'm picking, and I'm going to light the torch under people, but it is what it is. Bud Crawford chose not to fight Boots and other people, and he wanted to go after Janovic. Now, Janovic is not to be played with. He's tough and he's rough. Right, T.Y.? He's tough, he's rough. He is a good fighter. But now, here's what Bud was trying to do. Bud is chasing legacy and not so much what is the best fight. He's not playing economics. He's not supplying and demand. He's not going off of the supply and demand. We as the people demand that he fight the best fighter out there that we think that will give him, even if you don't think that Boots is the best fighter, if we took a poll right now, everyone would say that they would like to see Boots and Bud. So
the world would like to see Boots and Bud. Those who can't even speak English. Boots, Bud. We're gonna get Boots and Bud. Yeah. Hey, Bud, Boots and Bud.
No,
he really want to see him, Bud.
And what happened was Janovic is set up for Janovic to fight Laura to unify the titles, and then Bud
so Bud can get some.
And now Bud becomes a 4-time, 3-time undisputed champ. Okay?
Yep.
And avoid everybody else. But now we can see that out of all this, this is a big fight. This is T.Y. Janabek can play a very important role in history boxing. And nobody knew that he was suspicious or on trial for PED.
He got the WBO and the IBF.
Yes, and he was fighting Laura for the other title. Yes,
exactly. He was trying to unify. Yes, yep.
So, what's your thoughts on this? Because we're about to transition to steroids and talk about Subriel Matias, who now the WBC is now allowing to gauge. And we got to hear from the PGO Nation. We got to hear from Sean. We got to hear from One Liddy. We got to hear from Atomic and everyone else. What is going on with the steroid era? This just shows me, T.Y., real quick. I just want to clear this last thought, and then I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
How bad? I don't think boxing is in a good position. When you got guys like Ryan Garcia, who is 1-3 in their last 4 fights, looked at a hot mess.
You ain't gonna let that go. You like to sound of that. 1-3. You like that sound.
He's still fighting for titles, and he's been convicted for PEDs. So now you have all these guys, and now they're allowing a gauge, as we should say. And we're going to show all this stuff as we did it, and I'm going to break it down on why PED should be banned and so forth. And then we're going to let the PGO Nation come in and give their opinions on it. But what is your thoughts on this Laura and Janabek cancellation through steroids?
Well, it's basically Laura and Janabek. You got Laura. As Ray Lundy Laura, I can't even pronounce his name all the way like that, but I do know he's the oldest. He's the oldest Cuban to hold a belt, and he just won't let the belt go. He's like a kid with a taffy. Give me that. He's like a kid with a BTR taffy. This boy fights for this belt, and he won't let it go. Now with Janabek. Janabek is the WBO champion. He's the IBF champion. He comes from. I did a little history. Y-Weezy, social media encyclopedia. Yeah, that's me. I did some history. I did some history study. And he comes from the people called Kazakhs. And they are Kazakhstanian. And he comes from the Khans. And if anybody know the Khans, in history, like social media encyclopedia always try to school you. In history, I'm not talking about Amir Khan. Windex chin. Not him. Other Khans other than Amir Windex chin. Yeah, there you go. Genghis Khan was one of the toughest rulers in the world when he ruled the world. And people know it. He had everybody on shit. He even had Rome. So that goes to show the PGO Nation that fighting and the art of war have been around for a long time. So this Kazakhstanian is supposed to be a part of that. He comes from, so they say, he traces lineage back to.
Please, I agree with that.
He comes and traces lineage.
I want to read something just real quick to it says, and I agree with Sean. They will let anyone cheat as long as they ain't black. And I don't want to make this a race thing, but it's true, man. It's true. But go ahead.
Well, listen. Let me say this. I see. It's a lot of misunderstanding about this. I think that we getting caught up in the color. And we always get caught up in the color, and now it even got down to boxing. The color don't matter when Mayweather can make $270 million, Jay. So why is it a racist thing? Now I know that you still have certain people, who turn their collar up and down when they see, black fighters, but there's nothing they can do about it. Mayweather just made what? 50 million. He's going to promise to make some more million. So it ain't that racist because I remember one time that. We couldn't even make peanuts. Now we're making multi-million. So it can't be that racist. Times has truly changed, man. But getting back to Janabek, and we'll talk about that another topic, but getting back to Janabek, he's a scumbag.
Damn.
It's that simple, man. He's a scumbag. You're winning all these titles, and when did you stop using the PEDs, or when did you start? See, that's an investigation within itself. You think what I'm trying to say? So
we're gonna get into investigation right now.
So that right there is not cool. Listen, it's not cool for any of these fighters to use drugs when y'all putting your life on the line, and real champions such as yourself, such as Floyd, such as Bud, is training from the muscle. And y'all doping to put something in your muscle? You're a scumbag. Lock him up, throw away the keys for all of them.
Well, let's get into the character who started this conversation, which Subriel Matias, and let's bring up that picture of the Austrian and what Austrian does, because he got accepted for Austrian. He got not accepted, but not that one, babe, the other one.
Not accepted? Everybody's getting accepted for now. Everybody is doing it. Teach me how to do it. Teach me how to do it.
Now, so let me just give a little bit of history for you guys who understand about PEDs. And there's a bittersweet, right? Because a lot of these PEDs, TY, is used for other things, right? Or they were created to attack other health complications.
So cocaine. Cocaine was the number. Cocaine was the number. But if you use too much of it, you might be as high as a giraffe's butt. But go ahead.
So, my lady who worked for Pfizer, which is one of, let me not say one of, it is the biggest pharmaceutical company in the United States. And we will always have these conversations about things such as like Viagra. I don't know if people is aware that Viagra was intended to deal with health complications, right? But one of the side effects was erections. So what the pharmaceuticals did was they said, hey, listen, hell with that. We're going to now pivot and make this an ED situation and where we can make bank. And we all know what and how well and successful Viagra was. Why am I going through that? Because I'm trying to show you that some of these steroids, right, is made for one particular reason that has what they say is negative side effects, which is actually positive side effects. So as we can read right here, estrogen, right, or ostarine, was originally developed for medical use in muscle wasting, age-related muscle loss, and things of that nature. So if you are taking this,
he just thrives.
Yes. So if you are taking these type of steroids, and this is what Subriel Matias has used. Now, he's tested positive for this. What the WBC has allowed is a gauge in which they say that if you don't have a certain amount of level, then we will allow you to fight. Meaning this, when you are drunk driving, right, TY? I think the percentage or of level of alcohol is 0.88, which means that if you come in at if you come in at 0.86, they'll let you go. They won't lock you up. So the WPC is now saying if you come in with 1.0, we have to deal with you. Now, there's a favorite song on Scarface that's called "Push It to the Limit." I'm going to tell me why me and my trainer and those who are injecting me with these things, okay, because you ain't getting this through contaminated meat like Canelo tried to say.
Oh no!
Why would I not push it to 90.095?
Wow.
And this is where we have a problem. If this stuff is in your system, you should be banned. And that's what I need to know from the PGO Nation when we open these lines up. What should be the punishment for those who have violated the trust and secrecy of boxing, where this stuff is, you're supposed to do it from the muscle, hard work and dedication. But if you're cheating, there should be a problem. So Subriel Matias, TY, if you're not aware of, or the PGO Nation is not aware that in 2019, and this is not allegedly, this is what something that actually happened. He fought somebody by the name of Dada Sheev.
Wow.
And after the fight of Dada Sheev, he took a beating. He got beaten to a pulp. Forgive me for saying this. It was a bad fight for Dada Sheev. And he lost his life. He was unalived after boxing from suffering head trauma and bleeding.
He's a scumbag. Subriel Matias is a scumbag, champ. I know where you're going. Go ahead.
So what I would like to say is, how do we know what type of research or digging should we do when this man has tested positive for a banned substance and someone has been unalived on his watch? I don't think
Wow.
this is cool, Ty. We see that when Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia, I don't care what you say, there was a big difference in power, man. Every time
Yeah.
Ryan touched
Yeah,
him,
it was.
he fell. He
We're the
fell like
same.
leaves in the fall falling off of a tree.
Yeah,
So,
he did.
what is your thoughts on this before we open up the floor? And let me read. Can you read? This is a steroid that's been proven that Canelo was taking. Can you bring up the other steroid?
Whoa. Are you serious?
Yes,
Look at that
clenbuterol.
chop.
So let me
Okay.
explain to you what we're talking about. Clenbuterol is basically a medication for asthma and bronchitis, a drug originally developed to treat asthma and breathing disorder. It is not an anabolic steroid, but it is often misused in sports and bodybuilding because of its stimulant and fat loss effect. Now, can you pull up the other one that shows the benefits of clenbuterol?
Mm.
Now, how does it work? So for the PGO Nation who's looking, we already talked about the use of
Steroids.
steroids and things of that nature. And also, what I didn't talk about also was Ozempic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ozempic, which was a drug that was developed for type 2 diabetes.
Yes.
But what happened was the significant, or should we say, the backlash was significant weight loss. Well, that side effect lately became a pro and a con. It became a blessing in disguise because when people was losing weight significantly, doctors began to say, "Well, wait, the side effects of losing weight isn't as bad for those who want to lose weight." So
Yep.
let's pivot that, and now they begin to prescribe Ozempic for people who didn't have type 2 diabetes, and that became a problem for those who really needed the medication. So
Mm.
now you have people who are injecting themselves, working out, dedicating, changing their diet, and using Ozempic and taking the side effect, TY, and now making it a blessing. So when you are taking this clenbuterol, right, which is made for asthma and bronchitis, let's see what it does. It increases metabolic rate, it breaks down fat, it slightly increased body temperature, it reduced body fat, maintain muscle while cutting. Listen, that is a big advantage when you're cutting weight. When you are 175, like I used to weigh,
Oh, you
and I
know.
used to
Oh,
have to
you
lose
know.
25 to
Yeah.
30
You're
pounds,
killing
but
yourself.
I
You're actually
but I
killing
can
yourself.
still lose because what happens is after a while, once you become uh, uh, and you're starting to be dehydrated and things like
You
nature,
hit a wall. You hit a
you start
wall.
you hit a wall and you start losing muscle. And when you start losing
Yep.
muscle, you start losing strength. You become fatigued faster. So when you're taking these things, it's all cheating. So we
Yes.
need to know, T.Y., what is your thoughts? What should be the punishment for those people who are taking shortcuts? And then we're going to open up the lines. We can put the link in the lines for those who would like to comment on the fights between Cruz, Cool Boy Steph, and Foster, and also what do they think about steroids. You got guys like Tyson Fury who was caught twice. A good friend of mine. I'm not going to look, but it's public record. It's public information. Shane Mosley admitted these guys are on record. Canelo was suspended for taking clenbuterol, right? This antibiotic
Yeah.
banned substance, which is a steroid. So, what should be the punishment, and how should boxing handle this? And what's your thoughts on the WBC on allowing a gauge, saying, "Hey, you can have it, but not so much"? What's your thoughts?
Now, uh, this is PGO. Now you know, blow for blow. And one thing that I promised the PGO Nation is I'm going to give it to them unfiltered, champ. I'm going to give it to them uncut. You see my hat? Am I matching before I start with my P on top of my hat
You
with my
looking good,
purple?
baby. You
Wild
looking
Wet
good.
Easy! Yeah! All right. Now, the P stand for proper professionalism, pugilism, prayer, and production. That's what that P stands for. Yeah. So, with all of that saying, I want to say this. Subriel Matias, he's a scumbag. And the reason why that I call him a scumbag, because you don't know where to start from or where to begin when you're talking about somebody who's unalive, man. Bad enough y'all already deal with. See, pugilism is two men saying, I do and I won't. I do choose to fight you, but I won't lose. I'm going to say it again. Pugilism is two men saying, I do, but I will not. I won't lose to you, no matter who you is. Because that's any fighter, especially on that top level. You think he gonna lose? No. He's telling himself, I'm ready to fight you. So to me,
and I'm ready to die. And I'm ready to die in the ring.
There you go.
That's
but I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to die because you're eating a brutal roll like it's cereal. Because I'm gonna tell you something. We boxed on a high level. These boys is taking this steroid like it's gummy candies, one a day after 50. 50 years old, take 3 a day, matter of fact. These boys is taking steroids, champ. It is serious because we boxed at a high level. From Cedric Kushner to Bob Arum. And these PEDs never came across our table, champ. Or never came in your locker room. You want to know why? Because they knew not to play the game. We was naturally talented. But why couldn't we find them? We was at the highest level. Want to know why? Because it's a secret society. Who? It's a secret society delivering this stuff. That's why, champ, I did a video, baby, called Where Will Boxing Be Without Victor Conte? See, Victor Conte was the ninja. He was the scientist behind this, giving these athletes these PEDs, undetected. Now they're getting sloppy. They getting caught. They getting sloppy. And now everything is being challenged and questioned. And when it begin to be questioned, when you got WBC, the wicked boxing community. Whoa! Yeah! You trying to justify somebody using steroids, man?
That is
when
true.
People train hard with all their heart and soul, then you talk about, okay, it could be a 0.83 or 0.84, that's too much. But if you use a 0.81, I'm fine with that. Stop, man. Just like saying, PGO Nation, we all adults here. Just like saying I'm halfway pregnant. You can't be a little bit pregnant or halfway pregnant. Just like saying I just stuck the tip in. Stop. Come on, I'm halfway pregnant. I just put the tip in. Stop, man. Stop. An offense is an offense. It's simple. Come on, man. And they trying to justify because, once again, champ, he brings butts and seats. What is he, Brazilian or something? I think so. He brings butts and seats. He's Brazilian, champ. Somebody in the PGO Nation, let me know if I'm right. Social media encyclopedia. I think he's from Brazil. Or wherever.
I haven't got to that.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. You think what their punishment should be? You ask me, man. Their punishment, especially when you life for life and you unlive somebody, get him out the game. He's banned for life. This ain't no game, man.
But
WBC should be ashamed of itself. The wicked boxing community, man. Stop.
But this is where I say, like, you know what's crazy?
Game,
you got myself, you got the PGO Nation people on here who actually know boxing.
Y'all been fighting naturally, man. Y'all break yourself down and build yourself up naturally. And like I said, these drugs never came across our table, champ.
I don't
they
want them.
sneakily get them. I know you're getting one.
He's Puerto Rican.
Okay, but from where though?
He's Puerto Rico.
I think he's from okay. Puerto Rico. Hey, Papi.
He's a Boricua.
Hey,
but the thing is just like the thing is this. What's interesting is these stories is they been untold. Nobody's like I had listen. Janabek is no duck. He is a fighter that will be used to make history in the making because Bud Crawford's calling him out. They're trying to make that fight, man. They're trying to line it up, which means
Turkey Al-Sheikh is his sponsor. He was going to sponsor that fight.
Yes, he was going to push it.
Yup.
Bud was going to Turkey Al-Sheikh saying, I want that. So all Janabek had to do was be able to wrap it up with Laura, unify the titles, and the Bud fight was going to be made. Now this man, right, get caught using PEDs and nobody hears about it.
Come on. And Champ, that's not cool. He's not the only. Listen, he's not the only middleweight. He's not the only middleweight in the world for Janabek. Lightweight in the world for Subriel Martinez. Get these guys out of here. There's fighters being born.
You're not hearing about it.
Champ, these fighters are being born every day. Get them out of here, man, and replace them. And put somebody else in his gloves and boxing boots. He's a scumbag. He is a scumbag because now let me ask you a question. Did he have PEDs in his system when he unalived that man? Is that right to that man's family?
That's the question.
Exactly. There you go, champ. And I'm asking you a rhetorical question. Not asking you, but I'm just saying. You see how deep we got to get? God damn. Subriel Martinez, your left hook ain't that good, homie. Get your ass out of it. Get him out the ring. That's what Y-Weezy feel about it. And whoever disagrees, come on up on Pagger. Get him out of here. He's a scumbag.
Let's get it. Pad work. Let's put the link in there. Let's go ahead and get this thing started for those who need to come on. We want to hear what y'all got to say, man. We got a plethora of conversations. You could talk about the Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach fight. You could talk about Cool Boy Steph and Shaki Foster. You could talk about the PEDs. What's going on?
You can even talk about Shane Mosley Jr. fighting for another title.
Oh, that is Ramos. Yeah. Shane Mosley Jr. He's nothing like his father. I'm not hating. He's just not good. So the link is in the comments. Come on up, family. Anybody would like to join the stage?
The only thing Shane Mosley Jr. got of his father is the bright eyes.
Right.
You like that one, Shane? Okay.
I love it.
Okay. No doubt.
You can hit the link and join the stage now. We are ready for anybody who wants to come in and talk. The floor is yours. What you would like to talk about? Is it something I said you don't like? Something I said you agree? This is the link right here.
Get him off the game. Subriel Martinez, get him out the game, champ.
I agree.
And then he got a nerve to be walking around, you know what I'm saying, bragging and showmanship, bragging in Spanish. Think don't nobody know what he's saying. Come on, man. Boxing is too big and it's a beautiful sport. Now, we're not talking bad about the sport of boxing, even though that is in a bad place. We're not talking bad. I'm just saying, damn, it's getting that dirty now. Kick him out. Everybody that's found dirty, body for body, get him out of here.
All right, T.Y., we got our first.
Go ahead.
We got our first person. We're going to bring up our man Shiz to the stage.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, my guy?
Wow. What's up, baby? What's up, y'all?
All right,
hey, all right. I know this right up your alley, man, when we was talking about these PEDs. And listen, I got to be honest. I let the PGO Nation, you definitely humbled me. Was the week prior, I forgot all about Conor Ben. And I was tooting my pom-poms for Conor Ben. And it's been known fact that he's been known.
My pom-pom for Conor Ben.
That is true. He's a problem. But let the facts be the facts. He got busted twice. And you know what? Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me I want to go ahead, Shiz. We could talk about it, but I want to give me 1 quick second real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to bring something up because this is very, very important, right? Let me send this. How fast can you get that up? I just sent you something. Because we're talking about Conor Ben, we're talking about steroids, and I meant to send this. I sent it to her, but I didn't get it downloaded. But let me see how quick she could, so we can talk about this. We're gonna talk about this because this is very, very important. And
what do you want to talk about?
we're gonna talk about these steroids. We're gonna talk about Conor Ben. Real quick. This is just gonna be quick, as quick as she can get this up.
Okay.
But Shiz, you go ahead and talk about what it is that you like to talk about. There's a plethora of conversation. Take your pick, brother.
It's all I'm gonna say is, man, you know, TY, I gotta tell you something, bro.
Go ahead.
No matter as much as I want to stay away from the race thing, it's all connected with the steroid thing. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because these guys, like you look at Eddie Reynoso, you look at Mauricio Suleiman, you look at all these dudes, and I'm not trying to, just really talk bad about all Mexican, because it's not all Mexicans. You got the Europeans too, but
and Suleiman is the president of the WBC, correct?
Right, but they do not care about cheating and juicing, especially when it's time to fight black fighters. And that's a racial component that you cannot get around. I mean, you look at when Deontay Wilder fought what's his name? He juiced twice.
Tyson Fury.
They caught him the first time. Look, the second time they caught him, they just flat out said he lied. You know what I mean? Like any time a European fighter or a Mexican fighter is fighting a black fighter, listen, they act like their life is on the line. That thing that Garcia did, he didn't care about winning. He knew he was going to get caught. He knew that he was overweight. He did not care. He just did not want to lose to a black fighter. He didn't care about no belts. That's how deep it goes. But my thing is, when you caught cheating, I would say 2 years. If you get caught again, you should be banned for life. That's my thing. I feel like, too many bad things. Or if you're going to do this stupid crap like they're doing now, where you could take a percentage, I hate to even say this out my mouth, but make the shit legal. Make it where everybody, because if you don't, you're going to have people cheating that's going to hurt honest fighters. This is correct. It's so unfair. So either you suspend them for 2 years, they get caught again, kick them out, or make it legal for everybody. Because this is my last thing, and I'm
like they did weed.
No. I got something for you too, Shiz. But go ahead.
So
make it legal like they did weed.
So let me ask you this question real quick. What's the percentage the WBC is saying that you can have? I'm going to make a point real quick.
I think it's 1.0.
Okay, so 1.0, right?
And Matias came in at 0.85.
So let me tell you the diabolical shit, excuse my language, stuff that they're doing. So they're training for 8 to 10 months on the cycles, right? So they're super strong for a whole year. Then they take it down a notch. They take it down a notch. They take it down a notch. And they try to measure it. So by the time they're fighting, they have like 0.8% or 1% left. But they done had a whole year of juice in their system. So now they coming in to fight and they like Superman.
They weaning off the medication.
They're weaning off the medication. So even though it's only 1% or 0.8, man, this boy been juicing for 9 months.
And can I say this to you?
Somebody.
And let me say this to you. Now this is my opinion, allegedly. But this is where we need to straighten the record out for those who know boxing. I am so tired of hearing people saying that Floyd Mayweather ducked Pacquiao and fought him when Pacquiao got old. Floyd Mayweather
He told him to take a piss test.
No, take the blood test. And you know what Pacquiao said? Pacquiao said, I do not want to give blood 14 days before a fight.
Why?
But what happened, family? PGO Nation. If I'm not mistaken, Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather did fight, right? Well, what changed?
Yeah, they did.
I'll tell you what changed. Pacquiao needed that money. He said, I'm gonna get this 150 mil and I'm gonna take the blood test. Bro, that's what happened. They take these steroids allegedly, right? I'm gonna say that allegedly. However, Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather came out and said, I think you're juicing.
Yeah.
Period. If you want to prove me wrong, I'll fight you right now. Take a blood test. And everybody's mad at Floyd for holding Pacquiao accountable, but they're not realizing 4 years later, Pacquiao took the blood test.
Because it goes back to the point. I do not care if you cheat or not, as long as you can beat this black man. I do not care. Nobody cared if Pacquiao was juicing or not. They knew he was. They just didn't care. And it goes back to the point where a lot of these people subconsciously feel like they need an extra edge to beat us. That's just the way it is. They feel like I can't beat this dude head to head. I gotta either fight him when he old, fight him when he young, or get on the juice. That's how they look at us. It's been that way since Jack Johnson, and that's just the bottom line.
Now look at this. Now, this is a picture of a 64, 65-year-old Nigel Benn. Now, I know that black man jeans are crazy, T.Y. But he got a big head looking like Barry Bonds.
He do.
Yeah, he do.
His son has been
Scottish meatball head.
Now, here's the question. You quoted Ezekiel 18 for the father of 8 and sour grapes there for the children, keep our set on edge. So if Conor Ben got busted twice, who introduced the steroids to him?
Like I said, it never ran across our table, so it has to be a semi-secret society when it comes to PEDs. Somebody knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody.
Huh? About it.
Exactly. Somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody.
Well, they're not
who knew
somebody. Because we was too busy saying hallelujah and Todah. So they like, those guys, we're going to leave them alone.
Can you imagine if we weren't as morally sound and you decided to juice? Can you imagine? See, this is why they don't even want to introduce. We're not going to do it anyway because we already feel we have what it takes. You know what I mean? So listen, man, this was created. I truly believe this. Steroids in boxing was created to beat black fighters. MMA was created by white men that couldn't beat black fighters. This is what I believe. That's a different subject, but that's just what I believe.
Let me just say this though. Let me say this to you, Shiz, because everything you said to me, is stuck against the wall. But however, man been fighting man since the beginning of time. TIME. Things I must earn. So it's not bigger than it. If man creates a weapon, he don't create a weapon for a color. He create a weapon for a cause. That this man is vicious that I'm about to go up against. Whether he's white, black.
That's another topic. I said that's not always true, but that's another topic. But go ahead. I'm following.
I mean, this is why they're on social media encyclopedia. Come on, bring it. It's not about a color. Because in war, the only color that matters is red. Because you can't write blood and fight at the same time. Now, I've been letting everything you said, Shiz, you spoke very well. But how about think about this? Just think about
this. Make sure y'all hit that link and come on in. Whoever got something to say, come on in.
Shiz. Think about this. It's not created so that they can beat us. It's created so that they can have it, period. It's not about I'm going to create this because
they want the upper hand, period.
Upper hand, period. It's just about anybody who just want it. Watch this. Okay. It's against themselves. How many times, if you want to go race, how many times the European killed the European? They've been doing it since the beginning of time. The Danes, the Englishmen, so it's not about a color. It's about when I put these boxing gloves on, this man next across the other side of the ring is dangerous.
I want to have an advantage.
And it's just like most of the time,
I might need an edge.
But most of the time, that man across the ring, when it's that top level, you know who it is. It's one of us. You know what I mean? And it's like, I ain't taking no chances against these Negroes. You know what I mean? So I agree with you though. But I do not think that, like, let's say Canelo, for instance. I don't think he juiced for every fight. I don't think he do. I think for the big fights when he was coming up. Now, when he fought the Russian bull, he juiced twice. That's the only way.
Was it Sergakov? Was it?
Yeah.
Triple G.
Oh,
When he fought
Triple G.
When he fought Triple G. So that makes
3
your
times
point.
G.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Ty, that makes he knew he would not have a chance had he not juiced against that bull. So
Yes.
he had to. Now you look at Pacquiao when he fought Marquez. He juiced.
Yes.
And the only time he got crushed,
he just wanted the edge.
Is when Marquez came back and juiced too. Marquez was looking like Superman up top with
and I think he was.
With
and you know what?
beans at the bottom. You know what I mean?
And you know what? And here's
that
the crazy thing.
Bowl right there.
Shiz.
Yeah.
Sure. They're going to see why. People going to laugh, but if you remember this on HBO 24/7, he contribute. This is no lie. Go back and fact check me. He contribute his strength to drinking his own pee. Remember, he was drinking his own pee.
Yes, he did. He was drinking his own urine.
He was drinking his own urine. He would pee in the bottle.
That was crazy.
And he would drink it, and he would say that's why he's so strong. Because he was like, I feel stronger this fight. I feel this.
He said it tastes like mountain. He said it tastes like Mountain Dew.
I'm not lying. I'm not saying. I'm not putting this out for life.
He did say that.
More like Mountain Dew.
But when I seen how big and cut up that boy was, I said, yeah, this definitely the juice bowl right here. And he got Pacquiao out of there quick. He got him out of there quick. So to your point, you make a good point. It's not just for us. A lot of dudes, when they get to that top of the top, they don't want to lose. And they willing to.
It's for that opponent. Exactly.
And they willing to cheat. Yep. And they got bulls behind them, like Lamont and all the dudes, man. Now, T.Y., I could be wrong, but I just feel like, you know, the Mexican fighters, the Mexican trainers, a lot of the Eastern European fighters and trainers, they don't care about cheating, man. They don't care about cheating.
I'm going to tell a quick story. I was out in the World Games, right? I was out at not the World Games, the World Games out Belfast, Ireland, and I did not know what was going on. And the guy was spraying his fighters gauze, and then he would blow on it like. That was making it a cast, and I had no idea.
He's making hair wraps.
That was actually cheating right in front of my face. Right in front of my face.
Margaritas on you. You know who else I think did it? We just never found out about it. I think
Trinidad did it.
I think Chavez did it against Meldrick. Because every punch he threw that night broke a wall.
No doubt. Come on. Because Meldrick was showing off on him.
Yeah, all right, we got another person that would like to come in and get some of this network. But Shiz, before we let you go, before we let you go, 30 seconds, wrap it up. Who are you picking for the Cruz Lamont Roach and the Oshaki Foster and Cool Boy fight?
Cool Boy and Oshaki is 50-50, but I'm taking Cool Boy because one thing T.Y. said. You know, if you don't knock Cool Boy out, you're not going to beat him. And Oshaki is too hot and cold. He loses a lot of close fights because he don't know how to close the show. Now, Lamont is going to beat Pitbull.
Easy.
He's going to beat Pitbull. You know, Pitbull keep his hands up high. Pitbull chin is not as good as everybody think. He hides. But I think Pitbull reign is over. I
think it's over too. I think
it's over. I think he's gonna lose the decision.
Got you. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Shiz.
All right, y'all.
Shiz, always appreciate you, man.
Always, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. PGO Nation.
That's right.
Listen, I respect Shiz and I respect what he said, but Pitbull reign is not over. He's going to reign in dynasty.
We're going to find out. Chiefy Mac, what's going on, big fella? How you feeling, man?
Chiefy Mac.
PGO Nation, what's going on, man?
What is it that you want to talk about, man? We got a lot to talk about. And you know what? Subriel Matias is your guy. All right? That's your boy.
Whoa!
That's your boy. You like to brag about him? Yeah. Listen, this thing is called the Unspoken Truth. They hiding all these people who's been busted cheap. We had no idea. All right, if PGO ain't digging in, you stay glued to the YouTube, and you didn't hear about none of this. You didn't come to me and say, yo, bro, I heard Janet Biggs and Laura Fed is canceled. I heard my man Matias. Either that or you hiding
He's part of the secret society of
are you hiding
here.
What's going on? So what you want to talk about?
Well, we use social media, encyclopedia to get it.
First,
We got
I want to say congratulations to y'all on y'all 650 subscribers.
Thank you.
PGO Nation, they starting to know and realize who the best out there. With
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Up, man.
Yes, sir.
And then I want to say this about Matias. Like, you know, Matias was my guy. That's who I was trying to get Boots to fight. I told you about Matias probably like a year or two ago.
Probably yes, but about at least more likely the two.
And
he can fight, but what part of the drugs and what part of the talent?
I'm about to say it now. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on how I feel.
Okay.
I think they should lock him up because he killed somebody in the
There you go, Chief. Thank you.
I guess I got locked up. Won't let me out.
Cheating PEDs at that time.
Yeah, and you killed somebody.
And he killed somebody. I think he should be arrested.
Yeah. Should be arrested.
That young man, and let's put his name out there again. Maximum Dabada Sheev. Maxim.
Wow.
Dada Sheev.
That man.
He was only 28 years old. He was only 28 years old, man. And listen,
he turned into his prime of his life.
He took a beating, Chief. He took a beating that night. I hate to say it.
Right
he took a beating.
His family should be taken care of.
Exactly.
Like
I'm definitely if he was fighting for a title.
If that's the case.
Yeah.
But I want to say this: Cool Boy Steph, he the only warrior that we got in Philadelphia.
Whoa! Let him have it, T.Y. Let him have it. It's his time. It's his time. Okay. Let him have it.
And I'm rooting for him. He don't duck no smoke. He don't make no excuses. And when he step out the box, man. Non-stop action.
He does. From ding to ding.
So T.Y., I don't like the things that you're saying. It seems like you only root for the Mexicans.
Ooh, somebody calling him out. Somebody calling him out.
And the only way you don't root for the Mexicans is if you're rooting for Boots. And I'm out.
Yeah, you know. Bro, PGO.
That's what I like to see. The PG Nation. PGO Nation, don't let him off the hook. Love you, Chief.
Yeah, well.
Man, I'm proud of y'all, man.
Thank you, man. Have a good one. Love you, man. I love you too. Yo,
listen, real quick, T.Y. Before we go, we're gonna do the last call, like they say, bartender, last call for alcohol. The link is in the comment. Anyone would like to come up and have a discussion with man T.Y. before we go ahead and wrap this up. But T.Y., we're giving people a time to hit it, to hit the link if they want to come up and get some of this pad work. But you got to defend yourself, man. I'm feeling like Chief, bro.
Yo, listen to me. Remember, I started this conversation off with saying this. The truth doesn't have to be defended. It defends itself.
Do you see that? Your name, some people have renamed you Puerto Rican Weezy.
Huh? Who? I can't hear. What they call me?
Puerto Rican Weezy.
Into you, cucaracha. Now listen, only thing Roach got to do is go in there and beat Pitbull, and I will take the sombrero off to the next time the Mexican monster fight. I promise you. But
no, we don't want you to. You stay over there. We're gonna get you a passport. We're gonna get you dual citizenship.
Yes,
you go over there, bro. Say no, we love you, T.Y. We love you.
Please.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we wrap up, T.Y.?
I want to say this.
You got another hat? God dang.
Yeah, hat is like the days. I just change with the time. I got so many hats. Hat is like the days. I just change with the time. But anyway, I want to say this. It's been a good episode. Because I was going to touch, a lot of people got unalived. Let me just say this so we won't seem like that we're actually condoning anything or everything. We, for all of the fighters, because y'all all are warriors. I never had that fear, champ, but I know mommy did. You know, she always had that fear that the worst thing in boxing could be the unaliveism of, of her son. I never had that fear because I would see you in your office in the gym, and I knew that you was coming. You was coming, and you protected yourself well. So, I didn't have that fear, but I want to give a shout out of love to anyone that's watching this in the world. Anyone that's watching this, anybody, son that's in this game, or anybody daughter that's in this game. Give them much support as you can because it's a fun game. It's a culture, beautiful culture, but it's dangerous. So I just send my condolences to anybody that lost any type of fighter in this game. I send my condolences. And if you got family members into boxing, support them. Because even though it's a one-man team or a one-woman team, a one-man sport or a one-woman sport, it takes a team to raise that one person. So support your family that's in this game because boxing is a beautiful thing, but it's a dangerous thing. And you don't play boxing. You play basketball, you play football. You do not play boxing. And with that, we had a beautiful episode, Joe. PGO Nation. Yo,
So
wow,
we'll be back.
Change.
We'll be back next week talking and discussing the outcome of these things, of these fights.
Yes. And guess what it's going to be? You're going to owe me another dinner because the Mexican done bought me dinner again. You keep losing.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. But so we see who Y-Weezy rooting for. The Mexican monsters. Hey, look. At the end of the day, it is a sport. We laughing and we joking about that. But if, like I said, I am biased to a certain extent. I do not hide that. But if you ask me my true honest opinion, I knew Anthony Yard wasn't going to beat Mexican Monster. I thought let me say this.
Your biasism going to run your tab up. Your dinner tab up. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I like that. My bias is on my tab up.
With my tab up. Did you get it? But go ahead.
It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good, bro. Okay. It is what it is. But listen, man, PGO Nation, Atomic, Sean, everyone that got on, the one Liddy, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. It was a hell of an episode.
And make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys find a way to like.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment, like, and also share. Listen, share with your uncle, share with your brother, share with your cousin. You'll be surprised who might get on. We need as many supporters as we can because we're doing it. We're putting our hard work in. I'm having a ball, T.Y. I appreciate
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Support we're doing.
Yes, and I love the PGO Nation.
Hats up to those who push this channel, to our producer behind the scenes, making sure we got all the videos. Everything is right. Setting up is beautiful. Nabia,
big ups to
doing a good job. That's right. Everyone. Alan with the cards. Hey, listen, in my pocket.
The shirts.
In my pocket.
We love you, sis. Niche. We
right.
love you, baby.
Let it be known for those who need, if you need some shirts,
we got some merch.
We got shirts.
PGO, baby. Hey, yo, listen to this, though. Y-Weezy about to fly off the hanger. Y-Weezy about to fly off the hanger.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. All right, y'all. This is going to conclude the 6th episode called the Unspoken Truth. Sorry,
we did it, baby.
And how we expose the undercurrent of steroids and how it's just being hid. But we're going to continue to talk about it. We're going to see what's going on. But see you guys next week. We appreciate it. Tune in.
Now you know.
Coming back with more content.
Come on, champ. Let's do it together. So now you know.
Now you know. Blow
for blow is PGO.
Yeah.
Love
you guys. Have a blessing.
Thank you. We love y'all. Yeah.